police officer took the statement, which is protocol when you take a statement.
Well, it's protocol for your police department in 2006. Go back 40 years in rural West Virginia. I mean, really.
The discussion got pretty animated because we had a variety of different opinions about it.
I'm with Debbie here, and because I think we share the same thing. It's the whole distance from the evidence question. And for me as an archaeologist, it's what we call provenance or provenience.
I think this is silly.
Hang on.
No, you're being silly because
no, I'm not.
No one ever.
Now you're interrupting me, Rich. I ain't gonna put up with it.
Bill kind of laid down the law a little bit with Rich, because Bill knows, as a really good scientist, that the further you are away from the origin of evidence, the less you can give credence to that piece of evidence.
I mean, I just think it's silly to doubt at this point that these were actual statements that these people wrote. It seems silly to me.
Look, here's the deal. Tomorrow, when we talk to Linda, what I'd like to do is ask her, if she remembers writing the statement, ask her what the protocol was for writing it.
Great.
After we had our discussion, we headed back to the hotel and we walked into the lobby.
And sort of had a powwow to plan out the rest of our investigation. But while we were sitting there, this woman comes and approaches our group and she says,
"Hi, sorry to interrupt.
Hi.
Are you guys here about Mothman?"
We are.
I am a witness.
Wow.
What's your name?
Please join us.
My name is Robin Pyatt Bellamy.
She told us about her Mothman experience, which was when she was about 8 or 9 years old. She was in a car, saw a Mothman standing next to a railroad track while they were driving down the road.
How close were you to it?
Oh, probably twice the distance between me and you.
Can you describe what you saw then?
My 8 or 9-year-old brain registered a man in a wetsuit with wings. Very slippery kind of texture to him. Very muscular. Definitely no beak. The whole bird thing it's only from the wings, not from any facial expression of a bird. And those red eyes, and they're startling.
Yeah, it's one of the things that really stands out.
I think all of the team members took Robin seriously when she was describing her Mothman experiences.
I think that you'll find, especially with the Mothman witnesses, a lot of things go on around them. And this town has been known for years as a bit of a vortex.
And in fact, she added yet another thread to the real interesting tapestry that is the Mothman story in Point Pleasant, West Virginia, and that is the haunted hotel we're staying in.
I've seen apparitions in this hotel on more than one occasion.
It's a creepy kind of hotel, I gotta say.
Very interesting sighting in place 16 a couple years ago.
She took us on a tour of some of the haunted rooms. One of the haunted rooms happens to be my room, room 311. There's apparently this lady that comes and just sort of walks around.
You're right, I don't like the vibe in here.
Shut up. It's cold right here.
Feel
it. There's areas that are randomly cold.
It is cold here.
Yeah, I agree. It is cold here.
After speaking with Robin about this hotel, I'm totally creeped out.
I swear, if I see one more weird thing, I'm going to be walking back to Boston.
I thought you were the non-believer.
I don't believe in the flying Mothman.
Oh, but you're willing to believe in a ghost.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Ghosts are
Now,
real?
tell me.
Are you kidding me?
After we came out of Debbie's room, a couple of people were going downstairs, and there was all this commotion down at the bottom of the stairs. I'm thinking, what's happening?
I hate being scared, I swear to God.
Okay, what's going on here?
I don't know, I just got scared.
And as I was able to figure it out, he thought he saw an apparition down the hallway of this very hotel. And I'm thinking, come on, man, you like pulling my leg or what?
You know, he's freaking out, and really, for the skeptic to be freaking out, I'm getting kind of like, you know, he was pretty scared.
In fact, he was so freaked out, he didn't even want to talk about it or even stay in the hotel.
Because I hate it, I'm leaving. Did you see? I don't want to go up in this hotel and go to sleep because something weird's going on. And that's the best I can do to explain it. It's absolutely nothing scientific, it's nothing concrete, but it's just a feeling I have.
Coming up, the team hears chilling accounts from Mothman eyewitnesses.
I just froze. And I just thought, well, at any time, this creature, whatever he is, my life's over.
And later, a search for evidence in the Mothman's original haunt.
To be shining flashlights around, and you never knew, you know, if you were going to come across two red eyes.
When Sci-Fi Investigates continues.
Well, after spending a pretty restless night in our haunted hotel, the team decided that the best way to start our second day of investigation would be to track down some witnesses who actually experienced Mothman firsthand, up close. And we wanted to end the day by camping out where the military used to make bombs. The locals call it the TNT area. It's the area where the Mothman was first sighted.
So the first thing we did this morning was meet with Linda Scarberry. Hi, I'm Rob. Good to meet you. She was the original first witness to Mothman. And I gotta say I was excited to meet her because we had a first-hand account of the lady who started all of this.
She sat down and talked to us and gave us her full account of what she went through that day and how it's affected her life.
We were out driving around. It was about 11:30, and we decided to go chase Parker's. So we went up in the TNT area, and it was standing in the doorway of the powerhouse.
What was standing there?
The Mothman.
How close were you to this? I mean, you get a good look at this?
Yeah, pretty good. We never did see a face, though, because the eyes were so bright. Well, kind of a bright red.
Linda Scarberry was describing the Mothman to us, and the thing that stuck out the most to me was the fact that this creature had big red eyes. It was half human, half bird-like, it had wings, but she kept reiterating the big red eyes.
I've never seen that color red before.
So you saw it, and then what was your reaction immediately?
So we took off, and it followed us all the way down into town.
Flying over your car?
Yeah.
You must have been terrified.
Oh, it was.
One thing about Linda's account that did make it credible was that the fact that they actually did go to the police headquarters directly after the incident to report it.
And what happened when you got there to the police station?
They just thought it was crazy.
Did they take a statement from you or anything?
Yeah, they had us write out a statement.
Did they give you the paper, or did they just have stuff in
They just had paper there. And they didn't believe us, though. They didn't want to fool with us. They just laughed it off. But we went ahead and wrote that out. Then they sent somebody
told her story really honestly. From her demeanor, you could tell that she was still scared of the event, even though it's happened more than 40 years ago. And I don't know, she's pretty credible of a witness, I think.
They did see something real. What is it that could stand? All right, look about the size of a man, have glowing red eyes, and then fly. I can't think of anything.
But the problem is, there's no details in the facts. They're all the facts are vague.
Remember, it did happen a very long time ago.
It did.